This is TwistedBrush Pro Studio running on a Netbook computer. A Netbook computer are the small laptops that are becoming popular now. Um, uh, Fairly inexpensive, primarily designed for internet and email, but most of them have a standard version of Windows, Windows XP actually, and run TwistedBrush Pro Studio and Open Studio very well. So just going to play around a bit, show some of the brushes, give you an idea of how things perform, how things look. One thing you'll notice that's different between TwistedBrush running on a full-size laptop or computer and running on a netbook is because the resolution of a netbook computer is 1024 by 600. There's a small modification to the user interface. Dynamically it will detect that resolution change and hide the color palette which would normally appear in this area. So hopefully you can see with this recording that the brushes actually are quite responsive on the system using TwistedBrush Pro Studio. The specific netbook that I'm using here is an HP Mini, which has an Atom N270 processor. Actually, here's the system information for the system that this is running on currently. It has 1 gig of memory and a solid state drive of 16 gig. So we could see that pretty much everything's available on TwistedBrush, even on the smaller screen resolution. You can pull up all the brushes. Of course, the massive variety of brushes that are available in TwistedBrush Pro Studio. I believe over 6,000 now. Those are all, of course, available in here, as well as all the crazy brushes, such as things like here is a foliage brush. There's a whole art set of foliage brushes, and again it actually runs quite well on the small netbook computer. Of course, all the layers are available as well, that you would expect. One thing to keep in mind if you choose to run on a smaller system like this is it doesn't have as much RAM as you may be used to, so working on really large pages you may have a limit there, and the processor is not as strong as or as fast as typically you may be used to, so you may see some slowdown on either very large pages or when using very complex brushes or some very complicated filters on large pages. But I can show you some of the filters here and see that they generally run fine. You got their filter dialog comes up as you would expect as before, and oh, bad example, I was hiding the area that was being where the filter was being applied. Let me merge the layers here and show you those filters again. Emboss, for example. And of course, all of the tools that you would expect are here. For example, the warp tool. Basically, all the features are available. There's nothing specifically missing when running on a netbook computer. Gives you a very inexpensive route to have a mobile digital art platform. In this case, at the time of this recording, the netbook costs $299, and I tied this with a Wacom Bamboo, which was $69. Both work very well together.